Yo, what's up, guys? Dan the man with the master plan, as always, here to bring you guys a little video. It's been a while since I've made a video. It definitely has been. A lot's changed in the past few weeks. Trying to see what kind of video I want this to be. I'm really just kind of spitballing. I didn't really have any ideas of what I wanted the video to be. I just kind of wanted to hop on here and just make a quick vid. Just been having realizations as far as, what's the point? In my last video, I think, was when I was about to possibly break my fast, my 2-week fast that I had done, and 2 weeks fast ain't nothing compared to what lots of people have done. I mean, it really isn't, excuse my language, shit. But, I had to kind of consider the fact that I was already pretty, not already pretty, I'm a fit person. I've been exercising my entire life. For the past 10 years, I haven't eaten fast food. I haven't drank Coke. Little bits here and there. You know what I'm saying? Anyone who knows me knows that I used to have a drinking problem. I dealt with that for years and years. And then I would drink for a few, maybe a few weeks or something, not consistently, but maybe have a few times where I drank, and in that little bit I would possibly drink a sip or a few sips of a Coke. You know what I'm saying? But primarily for the past, decade, I've been pretty healthy. So I just kind of felt and there were some other things that I was trying to deal with that I just really wasn't able to enjoy the fast fully. And there's definitely things I would do differently throughout the fast. I would definitely do more green juice, but it was hard for me to do the green juice because of the juicer that I have. It doesn't really allow for green juices, and I just definitely can see that if you're gonna drink nothing but juice, a few fruit juices here and there, that's fine. But if you're just getting started, I would definitely hey, doing something's better than doing nothing. Drinking a fruit juice is better than going to McDonald's. I mean, come on, obviously. But I would definitely try to incorporate more greens, because I felt just the constant sugar, which, I'll say, I think I've said this in a previous video before, it's not the same sugar the processed junk food that everybody consistently eats because they can't turn it down, and I'm victim too. From time to time I'll enjoy a little morsel of it, but not like most people, and I'm not better than anybody. By no means am I saying that. I ain't shit. In my personal opinion, I don't really think any of us are shit. And I'm just being honest. We've come so far down. It is pathetic. I am ashamed to even be a human in this day and age. Look around the world. It's complete and utter lunacy. Seriously. We don't even know ourselves anymore. I was thinking about this last night or the night before, that we don't even know ourselves anymore. You don't know who you really are. And if you don't believe me, well, just really try to think. Your entire life you've been raised on television programs, and other people have told you, what this is or what that is, or who you're supposed to be or how you're supposed to be or what you're supposed to do. And we normally follow that curriculum because that's the system that we're born into. So it's my opinion, and it's not even really opinion. I mean, I can for sure see it in myself, and I can see it in every single person that I witness. Okay? I can see it in everyone. No one is who they truly are, because we're so separate from the divine connection. You know what I'm saying? That overflow of just the divine light that can come into your vessel, because we would rather live in our sin than get the divine spirit. And most, like when I say live in our sin, like I don't even really mean it, like I do mean it in a biblical sense, but at the same time more of a kind of a mystical and biblical sense. You know, people cannot let go of anything because we've become so domesticated. We're no different than the dog that, or the lion in the zoo, that was primal and could survive on its own and was, you know, just resilient and strong and courageous and fearless. And now we've become this bogged down, pathetic, weak excuse of a human race. And I'm sorry if that sounds harsh, you know, but it's the honest to God truth. Look around the world and tell me if you see a world full of intelligence and spiritually inclined leaders and strength and wisdom. You know, when I look around the world, I see everyone poisoning themselves with the fast food, with the coke, with the cigarettes, with the drugs, with the alcohol, with the porn, with the TV, with the movies, with the music, with the junk. You know, that's what I see when I go outside. You know, and I can still, because of my divine nature and because of the Holy Spirit, I can still see good and beauty in this world. But let me be honest, it is getting seriously dark out there. Okay? And if you cannot become a beacon of light to extinguish the darkness, then you are not living up to any smidget of your potential, because we are the children of God and we are the body of Christ. Okay? And even in the Bhagavad Gita, they talk of Krishna being the ultimate personality of Godhead. Okay? So we are the body of God. We are the body of Christ. God is the supreme head of this universe, the supreme personality. He is impersonal and personal. He is physical and non-physical. Okay? And he is not within our reach of conceiving and understanding God within this physical manifestation of life. You see, my spirit self can understand God, which is why I can get a glimpse of God. But since I am bound in this material body, I cannot ever truly know God. And then that's when we get into the contradictions of life, that everything's a contradiction, and also the realization that everything in this world is suffering. And your suffering is due to your attachment. Okay? And that's what I was kind of getting on before I went on that little rant there, is that in the end of that 2-week fast, I started eating again. And every single thing that I ate wrecked me. I mean, it made me feel like complete and total garbage, besides papaya and watermelon. But only a little bit of it could I eat. And I had a realization that everything is suffering. You know? It's like, and again, goes back to contradiction, that every time you eat, you die a little. You know, and most people probably don't know that. They think they're eating, oh, they're giving themselves life, and that is true to an extent. But every single time you put food into your mouth, and it has to go through, and it has to assimilate, and it has to break down. Your body has to use its own systemic energy to break it down. And using that life force energy depletes you a little bit every time. So the cleaner you can eat, the more raw foods, the more juices, the more vegetarian dishes, and honestly, I want to finish this and then I'll get to my next point. But the cleaner you can eat, the better you will be, because you don't have to use as much energy. But ultimately, at the end of the day, whatever diet you want to do is fine. Okay? Now, obviously, there are better choices and there are worse choices. But at the end of the day, to eat is to suffer. To have to eat is to suffer. And if you realize that you are infinite, eternal, part and parcel of God consciousness, that you are soul, bound and trapped in this material body, then you can realize that everything is suffering because you're stuck here. You're stuck here and you're attached to all your stuff, and no matter how long you cling, you can cling on to something your entire life, but one day you will die. And one day I will die. And one day this planet will die. And everything must die in this world. And that is the suffering of it. It doesn't matter what you do, really, because in the end, you go away. We're like a summer breeze. We come in for a minute, we enjoy our surroundings, and then we're gone. And I realized that. And I had a lot of other realizations too, which is why I kind of haven't been making videos, because I've just been kind of on my own journey right now, and I don't feel like hearing the crap of people, man. I'm so sick and tired of hearing the shit of people, excuse my language, but I'm just over it. Like, people don't know anything, in my opinion. If you have not woken up to the simple truth of what and who you are, then you don't know anything, because that's the first thing you have to wake up. And then once you're up, then you can start to see and start to figure out things. But until that moment, don't even come try to talk to me about what I'm doing or about what I'm saying. And that's just one reason why I haven't made videos. I haven't been fully raw. I also don't, I am 100% convinced that the raw living food diet and the juices and the fasting and the water fasting is how every human being on the face of the planet can cure and heal and alkalize and regenerate and detoxify their body. But I will say that I would say that there comes a time where you have to start adding other stuff in. Maybe some cooked vegetarian, possibly even some meat. And I hate to say it, but I'm a realist. I don't push things if I don't truly believe in them, and I've had some realizations that possibly maybe, and I've looked up some other stuff, and it kind of resonated with me, and I don't think you need much of it, a little bit here and there, because there are some things that we just can't get from the plant-based diet. And I don't think that, again, I don't think you would need much. And again, I am not saying that the raw living food and the fasting and all that is not the absolute truth, because it is the absolute truth if you want to cleanse, heal, detoxify, and regenerate. And depending on who you are, you might be able to thrive on that diet your entire life. And that's why I don't want to push any more dogmas of a diet, because everyone's going to be different now. We've all become so just different, and maybe a long time ago, I believe that the raw food was our original diet, and who knows, maybe it wasn't. I don't know. More realizations. I don't know anything. The fact is it's another part of suffering. I can't know anything for sure in this life besides that there is a God and a creator of this world and of this universe and of me and of you. That's the only thing I can actually know. Everything else is kind of speculation, and you can know. I'm not saying that you literally can't know anything, But this world is a mystery, and it's mystical, and it's not really for our understanding. It's more to understand that there is something wrong here, okay? Why am I here? Who am I? What am I? You know, these kind of questions sound crazy to people. I'm sure most people do believe that I am crazy. And I wouldn't want it any other way, because let me tell you something. I don't want to be like anybody out there. It's my goal to be completely different. And through divine intervention, that has happened. I am completely different than most of the people I know. And I thank God for that, because I don't want to be like everybody else. In my opinion, I love every single one of you guys, and I'm not saying that, I'm not really like poking or pointing at anybody. I'm just saying the masses are freaking out of their damn mind. Completely asleep. Well, I call them sleepwalkers. They're walking around sleeping. They don't even know what they're doing. They just look at their phones all day. But anyway, you know, be different. And don't conform to just one thing because it might sound right at the time, or it might be right at the time. And it might be right at the time, but we're constantly changing and dancing through this life with God. So don't just conform to one thing, okay? Have an open mind and try new things. Don't be afraid to try things. Don't be afraid to question things. Don't be afraid to do things and experiment with yourself. And, you know, I might even be changing the whole thing of this channel if I continue to do videos. But at the same time, man, it's just like, man, YouTube's gone. YouTube sucks now. Okay? I don't think I'm going to be able to really reach people on this platform anymore. It's not about money. It's not about subscribers. It's not about likes. It's not about nothing. It's about trying to reach people to try to spread some truth. But that bandwagon and that train has been gone for about a year or two now. You know, look up any person that spreads health consciousness or spiritual consciousness or truther channels, you know, or conspiracy theorist channels. You know, go listen to these people, and their subs are just they've taken away some of their subs. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't want people to be healthy, and they don't want people to be woke. They don't want people to come to the consciousness of what and who we are. So there's really no way for me to reach anybody with this. So I'm thinking about maybe just completely changing the whole thing. Still being about health, and maybe leaning more towards physical fitness. And maybe if I can try to reach more people through physical fitness, I can kind of slip in some truths here and there to try to, you know, I mean, I'm just going to have to learn to play the game. I don't know. Everybody needs to learn how to play the game, because the fact of the matter is we're in their game. And you better learn how to play it. If not, this is going to be a shitty life. Excuse my language again, you know. But a lot of truths in that fast came to me, especially at the end there. I got down to 113 pounds. Oh, man, it's crazy. Because I was already really small. So, I mean, that's like small. But, you know, my face is filling back out. I'm coming back. And, you know, that's what I wanted. I wanted to break it down and then build it back up. I still have fasts planned. I still want to continue all that. Again, I still incorporate a ton of raw foods into my diet. There is no doubt in my mind that it's obviously the truth. But I will say, follow your heart. Don't just follow what I say. Don't follow what others say. Okay? Follow your heart and what resonates with you, and be in tune with yourself. Everything you eat, really pay attention. Did that feel right? Did that go through me good? Did that make me feel good? Did that give me energy? Did it take away energy? You know? Did it give me mind fog? What did it make me feel like? You know, look at your skin. Look at yourself. How do you look? How do you feel? So don't listen to anything that I say. Do your own research and just experiment with yourself. And you know, a big problem with the internet. The internet is so amazing. The fact that I can speak on this phone and reach people, you know, even if it's 5 or 10 people, you know, the fact that I can reach a few people is amazing. But the problem is that we have thousands upon thousands upon thousands upon thousands of people all pushing out dogmas and content and this, that, and the third. And then you hear one thing and it sounds good. I mean, we're just being bamboozled by too much information. So what you have to do is just sit and meditate and ask God, what is it that I must do? Guide me, Lord, with your divine light and wisdom, and provide my body and my mind and my spirit with the strength and the courage to continue on, because that's what we need. So I'm going to post this video. It's at 20 minutes. I definitely don't want to continue on. Again, stay healthy, okay? Be the change you want to see. Quit conforming and quit being a coward in your life. You ain't got to be perfect, but start taking little small steps to make it better. I didn't even know what this video was going to be about, but I think it actually went pretty well, and I'm happy with it. So I'm going to make some more videos definitely coming up this weekend. And yeah, man, be blessed and be encouraged and be courageous at all times. Blessings and peace to you all. Love you guys. Later.